Hello, Peers AC. This is the voice of Ebola Zaire in its first internet debut. This video is what I call a speed Z-Quest. I got the idea from the speed paint videos on YouTube, in which people record themselves drawing something in paint, speed it up, and put music over it. I didn't think the music alone would make the video very interesting, and you probably don't want to listen to my crap music anyway, so I had the idea to dub over it with a little bit of designer commentary. The screen I'm designing is from the Treasure of Absalom, which is the joint quest between me and Plissken. I think that gives it a little bit more flavor. That this screen's actually going to be seen in game. I'm using all the design techniques that I would use on any other screen, and I hope that you can see that in this video. That's all the introduction I have, so let's get to it. Alright, well, this screen starts out like a lot of Treasure of Absalom screens. I just put a rough layer of water down on the bottom. The water has a pretty specific pattern that you can't really break, so I always like to put that down first and not really worry about it later. You can see I've kind of got already a design of the screen in my mind. I want to have exits to the east and the west, and I want to have two little plateaus that the player can stand on. And it has to hook shot across one to the other. Right now I'm just putting the top layer of mountains on, trying not to use too much of the screen with it, but also trying to make it a little bit realistic, give the mountains some curve. Little typical Ebola Zaire designing there. Just had to check the screen back to see if my walkability was right for the screen edge, which it was, so that's fortunate. You can see right now I'm just trying to curve the mountain back into the upper layer. Even though I kind of like to fill in the details last here, I kind of have to do it as I go because I'm not really sure if the perspective will work out. It does, which was kind of surprising to me. I didn't really expect it to work out that well, but what can I say? You get lucky sometimes. Here I kind of have a choice to face. I originally wanted to put exits only on the east and the west, but the way that the screen kind of went, I ended up, what am I doing? Oh, scroll to combo. Great tool. Thanks developers for that. But right here, I kind of faced a choice. The design of the screen kind of led me to also put a little exit in the southeast corner there to go to the screen south of this. I haven't really designed that area yet, so I think I'll be able to design around it even though I didn't really plan it. Here I am putting just some details down now, some major ones. The tree's important because that's the hook shot point, and that little patch of grass is just a placeholder for my other hook shot point, which I'm planning to be a fence post. Right now I'm kind of thinking that that area in the middle of the screen needs some work, so I'm just going to put a little unwalkable area down there, just to look good, I guess. Kind of see that I'm having trouble with the layers because I didn't account for it. That's how the design just goes for me. Sometimes I don't really plan areas, and then I have trouble implementing them. And right now I'm thinking, with the walkability the way that it is, the player might not really know that they can exit above the big palm tree there. So I'm going to put down some details, and then I'm going to decide that I need some kind of visual cue up there that the player can walk. So I decided to put in a little stone path up there. Going to layer the sand over it. Bad design, you can see the water there. So I just layer over the sand like I normally do, and then decide to move to the top of the screen to put in some more detail, I think. Yeah, that's what I do. I decided to replace that wall to just give that a little extra pizzazz. Back there I was just checking to see how I merged the mountain with the wall, to see, I like to keep consistency between my screens. Never want to do something one way on one screen and do the same thing a different way on another screen. Here I am putting in another detail pillar here, but it ends up being a little bit too tall for the screen, so I decided to move it down there. I realized pretty quickly that's not going to work because the player has to hook shot through there, so I end up deciding to put it on the left edge of the screen where it is. Put the fallen, the rest of the pillar down there. Realized I put it on the wrong layer. There you go. Just laying some more ground details, trying to break up the monotony of that sand. Speaking of which, the sand, one of the things I really love about the DOR tile set is the sand from SD3. It's got a little bit of a pattern to it, but you can break it how you need to, and I really enjoy that you can basically use it however you want, just as long as you kind of make it look good. It'll be random however you do it. You can kind of see I'm just winging it as I go, making those S shapes that I like, putting in some more rocks. Decided, another palm tree can't hurt. It's kind of on the edge of the screen though, so really you'll see that palm tree on the screen above this, and I think it'll look really nice with the detail overlapping to another screen. But I'll get to that when I do. And here I decide to finally put in the signpost. Can't put it there, so I decided to just move it up a tile. That seems to work. I actually need to recolor that. That's not the right colors that I want. It doesn't really work with the palette. Here I am just resetting some little details. I don't really need that other rock there. I've already got some rubble there. And that's the finished screen pretty much. Sorry for the quick cut. This is the finished screen in-game. You can see that the fence post has been recolored, and I've set the combos so that you can just hook shot across. I've had a lot of fun making this and look forward to your feedback. Thank you to those of you that are supporting the Treasure of Absalom. Please continue posting. That is the best thing you can do for this project. I know I'm really encouraged when people post and take notice. So thank you and continue. This is Ebola Zaire, signing off.